hard work that's gone into this chapel today and into the senior T too, Lord. Thank you for all the parents and other students who have come and are willing to come and see us. And I just pray that you be with us today and throughout the rest of our lives, Lord. Just help us to remember that you are always there and you are our provider, Lord. In your name, amen.
We just wanted to remind you guys of a little verse that kind of went with the music today, and it was Psalm 149, which says, "Let them praise his name with dancing and make music to him with tambourine and harp, because the Lord takes delight in his people." So, kind of goes with the music today. We thought you guys might enjoy it.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a group of students. They were the most wonderfully terrific group of people one could ever know. But one day they graduated and all went their separate ways. Until later on, 3 of them gathered together to remember old times.
Remember Cameron Tracy?
Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. How are you? Hang on, I have another phone call.
Yes, something like that. He goes, it's called Hold On to the Moment. Single file and yet together, we have shared our greatest days. We carry common memories in different ways. Though we don't know where we're going, we will cherish where we've been. I want to cry, I want to shout, want to let this feeling out. Hold on to the moment, let the feeling show. Hold on to the moment, never let it go. I can picture us together with my arms around my friends. Just let me hold on to the moment before it ends. There was laughter, there were tears, through the dozen golden years. That's our poem.
Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." This verse is written on our graduation announcements, and I think it's really fitting for our class because it really says that God has a reason for every little thing that happens to us. Everything that we go through as a class, as a school, or even as a family, God has a reason for everything. As seniors, it's really comforting to know that God really knows what's in store for us and what's in store for our future. I know that it's really hard to plan for college, plan where to go, how to pay for it, and or even just to stay here and get a job, or or stay at a local college or junior college. But God promises us in Jeremiah 29:11. He says that He has plans for us, plans to give us a hope and a future, and never to harm us, but always to prosper us in what we do. And that's all.
Doesn't seem to be anything on it right. Nothing. Okay, this looks good.
This is Jeopardy! With our first guest and reigning current champion and devout communist, Steve Gillette. Contestant, challenging for the first spot, a woman bent on world annihilation, Georgina Sugimura. And the challenger now, a 6-year undergraduate at RCS, Jordan Heath. And our lovely host, Mike Trebek.
Nice to see everybody out here today. We're going to jump into our first question, and Dr. Heath, it's your ball game.
I'll take theology for 100.
Theology 100, okay. What was the most famous biblical city the Israelites ever conquered? Steve!
Rome. Holy Roman Empire.
All right, Steve, you're Steve, no. Steve, no! Cut it out, Steve. Okay, on to George Hayes. Give it a try.
Statistically speaking, the probability of them conquering anything at all would have been totally illogical and not possible.
No, sorry. Good luck next time. Okay, Dr. Heath, want to give it a shot?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Well, yes, I will. I will repeat that. What is the most famous biblical city Israelites ever conquered? Go ahead.
What is Jericho?
That's correct! All right! Go ahead, Mr. Heath.
Famous people for 100, please.
Okay, famous people. Is it tough? You ready? You guys ready? Okay. What size were Elvis Presley's boxer shorts? Steve, go ahead.
They would have to be 12.
No. Georgette, give it a shot.
I think that they would have to be extra small because he was always jumping around. Extra small is my guess.
No, Georgette, you're way up on that. You won't even close. Okay, Mr. Heath, why don't you give it a shot?
Would that be at the beginning or the end of his career?
Why? That would be towards the end of his career.
Then obviously that would be what is 47.
That's correct! Whoa! Wow. This man ever get more wrong? I don't know.
I'll take dance history for 100, please.
Okay, dance history. It takes two to do what? Georgette!
Well, if you're speaking with vector addition, then 2 plus 2 would equal 0.
No. Steve, give it a shot.
Well, they should not be that close together anyways.
Okay, Dr. What's your word?
Imbeciles. What is tango?
Tango is the right answer! All right. Now we're going to take a little time and interview our contestants one by one. Thanks. Okay. Steve Gillette, tell me about your time in Pakistan.
Excuse me, Mike. It is Pakistan. And I was teaching the Pakistanis about how communism is biblical. Communism is biblical. The church did it, we can all do it.
Okay, moving on to Georgette. Steve has nothing good to say at all. And Georgette, tell us about your can collection here.
Well, these cans that I've collected have put me through 10 years of college and studying of physics. So, recycling can help the mind.
So, do you still collect cans today?
Yes, it's what I do with all my free time.
Wow. Isn't that a wonder? Okay. Mr. Reed.
Excuse me, Mike, that is a doctor.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, Dr. Heath. Why don't you just tell us what your doctorate's in?
That would be a doctorate in philosophy.
The mind wonders. What is that good for?
That enables me to tell peasants like you and the rest of the people what the meaning of life really is.
Ooh, Dr. Heath, you hit a soft spot. Back to our show. It's your turn again, Dr. Heath.
Words that start with X for 100, please.
Okay. Words start with X. This fear, more commonly known as the fear of strangers, is what? Steve!
It is acronymophobia in Latin.
No, it wasn't.
Georgette.
Technically speaking, it would have to be X.
Okay, moving on to Mr. Dr. Heath over here.
What is xenophobia?
Wow. How did he know that? That's correct! Woo! All right. Let's give it up for Dr. Heath, but not really. Okay. Our fifth question before Final Jeopardy. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Dr. Heath!
What is a woodchuck could chuck? All the wood he could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
That's correct! All right. And now we're going to move on to commercial. And after that, Final Jeopardy! Okay.
Hi, my name is Bonnie Mike.
bar, and now... Now it's me! Go to your nearest market and buy this candy bar.
Welcome back to Jeopardy! Okay, this is our last final question. This is Final Jeopardy. I hope everyone's ready. You guys ready? Okay,
Imagine
we're
it.
ready.
Imagine.
Category is classic television. We'll move right into our question. What brand of antiperspirant was worn by Buckwheat in the final episode of Little Rascals? Steve, go ahead.
Now, let me get out a 6 straight clean sheet of paper first. I would have to say it is sure.
No, sure is incorrect. But thanks for trying. Georgette, it's your
I would have to say that